The BBC and Ofcom do exactly what they're paid to do, which is to benefit the government. Hence why they won't change. Hence why they'll carry on doing what they're doing unless someone like Nigel Farage in Reform take power, because they're part of the establishment, they're part of the status quo. And the reason why we've not had much outrage on this report is as simple as this. We all know it. This isn't a surprise. This isn't news. We've known it for at least a decade that the BBC is a propaganda arm of the government, of the elite, of the far left. We see it every day. We've got ears, we've got eyes. And what we need to remember is a quote from Stalin. When Stalin said, "We don't let our enemies have guns. Why should we let them have ideas?" And that's what the BBC and Ofcom is all about.
Oh, yes. But they're actually moving to a much more chilling territory now with James O'Brien, the red-cheeked sociopath at LBC, which I now call the Labour Broadcasting Company, and Tony Blair, the psychotic former leader of this country who used misinformation to push us into an illegal war in Iraq, both now in some way calling for either full censorship and regulation of the internet and social media, or actually, let's just shut down X altogether. Watch this.
The question of jurisdiction as well. The server will be in one country, the person writing the message will be in another country. We've arguably seen this a little bit with the riots recently. But do you foresee a point in the not too distant future where other countries are going to have to follow Brazil's lead and take actual action against platform owners for the dissemination of disinformation?
Well, I certainly see a position where the world's going to have to come together and agree some rules around social media platforms. And I think that's quite what the answer is and what the right system of regulation is, I'm not sure, but I am sure there should be, and there's got to be, because it's not just how people can provoke hostility and hatred, but I think, and I don't know what the answer to this is, I'm just saying that
we can't carry on as we are,
but we can't carry on as we are, and I think the impact on young people particularly, when they got access to mobile phones very young, and they're reading a whole lot of stuff and receiving a whole lot of stuff that I think is really messing with their minds in a big way. And as I say, I'm not sure what the answer to it is, but I'm sure we need to find.
Russell Quirk, you speak of tyranny. Come on. And for those two to be talking about misinformation, because we know about Blair's misinformation, but what about James O'Brien's misinformation? Platforming. Carl Beach, who was the biggest fantasist in British history, who accused all of these completely innocent people of paedophilia when he was the paedophile.
Two individuals that have been responsible for more misinformation and disinformation than just about any other two that I can think of, calling for regulation. But they don't mean regulation. And actually, like you, Dan, I think, and you, Nick, when I hear words from people like that that are of rules and regulations, it does send a shiver down my spine, because they don't really mean regulation or rules. What they mean is control. And what they really mean by control is that we should be doing, saying, and thinking what they believe is best for us. And of course, when there's dissenters, particularly now we've got social media, which is pretty inconvenient, really, for people like Keir Starmer and James O'Brien and Tony Blair, because people have a voice. So, of course, they will want it shut down. That's why you don't have Twitter in China or Facebook in Korea. You see a pattern emerging here.
Did you enjoy that video? I think you did. Come on now, hit that bell, subscribe, comment. Let's build this channel. I need more followers, I need more subscribers. Be part of the journey. See you soon.